YouTube to Valhalla.
First look.
It's not even finished yet. Before we start, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe down below. It is the first step to a valiant ending. And, hey, you want to talk to me in person? You want to tell me what to play? Or see what I'm playing there? Try Twitch. That is Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, 3 to 7 on the Pacific side. Alrighty. And, check it out. Green screen things. I know. We're getting fancy over here. Did you figure out what we're actually going to be looking at today? You know, we're talking about Valhalla. You probably looked at the screenshot. You know what the title's about. That's right. 2 million people have checked out this game. So we're going to be checking out Valheim. I needed to know why, so let's make Odin proud. And by the way, this is an indie title. That's right. Iron Gate AB, this is the only thing that they've made according to Steam. And the producer, or the production company of this, they put out Deep Rock Galactic, Goat Simulator, and Satisfactory. So, all really good titles, but all still very indie. So, what is Valheim? Valheim is a survival exploration game, and the world is procedurally generated, meaning based on, you know, a seed or a code, it actually just kind of randomizes the world that's around you with very specific items that are going to be placed on there. That's the difference between random and procedural. Random is, well, random. Everything's all over the place, everywhere, based on the whole pot. You can have anything and everything or nothing. Whereas procedural has to have certain things on the map and will not allow things to conflict with other things, if that makes sense about things. All right, anyways. And in this game, you can do servers and have up to 10 of your friends play in that same world with you. So it's not just kind of running around this purgatory as it is for Odin by yourself. You can actually join some friends and destroy their stuff and have them destroy your stuff. And sometimes it's PvP and sometimes not PvP, or you could all go fight these world bosses together. So what is it that you do in Valheim? Well, you get dropped in by a giant bird and you're asked to start building things. How do you build things? You got to collect materials. How do you collect materials? That's right. Punch some trees. Just like Minecraft. Punch them trees. After you've done that, you've built a few things, what do you do then? Well, you're gonna go kill some things. Right? Build some stuff. Wander out into the open. Hit some stuff with the things that you built. That's right. Though it does sound simple enough, honestly, there's quite a bit of complexity to it. In this game, there are temperature effects. You can get cold, you can get freezing and start losing health. You can be warm because you're sitting next to a fire and your stamina increases. There are wet and dry effects that also affect your character. Go figure. And how about smoke? That's right, smoke indoors is actually bad for your character. You know, you might actually start losing health because you put a fire inside of a closed-in space and now you can't see anything. Oh, and it affects the environment. Fog, smoke, affects your visibility. Even the enemies that are in the game, well, they have strengths and weaknesses against, well, weapons that you make. Of course, skeletons, they don't like getting hit with blunt objects. Shoot them with an arrow and you're not doing much damage. It's all kind of cool. So, music and sound. This is our favorite there, Landers. Hey, the music, that's what you're actually hearing behind me. This is from Valheim, and it's really, really good. Where it's placed actually elevates when you're in battle or if you're deep down fighting an actual boss. At other times, kind of soothes things for you. Say if you're in your home, the home that you had to build earlier, yep, that's the one I'm talking about. But there's music there too, and it makes it feel a little more, well, homey, I guess. Now, the one thing about it is I really wish that it was there more often. Now, maybe this was a design choice, because that silence, the times that there is no music, you're able to hear more of what's going on in the environment. You get to hear the wind blowing through, animals and monsters that are around you, sounds of the actual sea. All of these things kind of stand out, well, when there's no music. So it's kind of a trade-off in that instance, because you do get to hear the sounds, and the sounds are actually pretty good too. As for the look, well, the look to start with seems a little simplistic. Your character, well, he looks like a taller, thinner version of Minecraft Steve. You know, I'm gonna keep mentioning that. But honestly, the details are where they are truly needed. As you play this game, you realize that fire and sunlight diffuse light through plants and different areas to cast wonderful shadows and different shade on, well, your landscape as you're going through it. Fog and smoke actually can reduce your visibility. It reduces the actual draw distance and makes things hard to see in certain areas. Water splashes against your boat, and you'll see little minute details of the waves that are there, and it will actually cause light to glisten off rocks and weapons. All of those particular things, though they are not put where they are the most seen, they're absolutely put where they are the most needed to increase the feeling of the game itself. I think that this is some of the best parts of Valheim, is this attention to detail. As I mentioned before, it starts off feeling like, well, Minecraft if it had a Norse skin attached to it, or an entire mod to the world. Because you literally run around, punch trees, get wood, you know, activate rocks, get rocks. You can't build anything until you build a workbench. It feels like, well, Minecraft. But as you advance, it ramps up rather quickly into being its own game. After you've kind of built your little base there and started making a few items and weapons, all of a sudden you're seeking out and fighting deer gods and trolls, collecting material from them, and then all of a sudden you're building new items that improve your workbench, that cause you to build better items to go fight other gods. Things like the skeleton god, the elder. It's crazy. And it just keeps going and going and going and going. And there's so much to this game. You end up exploring caves and dungeons. You end up building a boat and sailing to other islands than the one that you're on, which is already huge. The map is so vast. It really feels like you are just this minute individual on the entirety of this thing. And when you're able to actually take some things down, there's real accomplishment to it. You really feel that. All of the details that are in this game really make you feel like you were part of this purgatory of a world. You can either spend the time to look at the lore stones and read the information to really give you depth and feel like you were part of this Norse mythology. You just have to take the time to read them. So what do we here at CTL Gaming think of Valheim? I think that I'm in trouble, because I just don't have the time put into such a good game that is Valheim. There is so much to it, and it's really, really good for only being in early access. That means that they could do so much to this game in the end, and we may have to actually come back and revisit this in another actual review when they finally release. My thoughts? Check out Valheim. There's a reason that 2 million people have looked into this game, even at the $30 price tag that it has. And if you have friends, get a server. Put the time in, build something with them. Go fight some of these world bosses over and over again, and it is so much fun. So with that, go make Odin proud. Become worthy of Valhalla. Go check this game out for yourself. So, YouTube, Landers, have you seen this game? Have you checked it out yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you have anything that you want me to play, or you think that I should play, or things that are coming up, or things that you want me to review, any of that stuff, put it in the comments below as well. With that, thanks again. We'll see you next time, YouTube. Thank you once again, YouTube, for watching the video. I really do appreciate you. Hey, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell to get notification when we go live with a new video. That's every Sundays. Also, like and comment on that video you just watched. I want to know what content you want to see, what content you want me to do. I mean, this is your channel. This is your community. I do this for you. Also, right over here, that's right, those are the social links. I do things IRL in those as well. A little different from what we do here, and a little different from what we do, last but not least, Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Also better known as Beers Day over the channel. 3 to 7. Come have a beer. Join the Landers. Be part of the chat. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, YouTube.